Alright, evaluate the expression when x is -3. So you take -3 and you plug it in for the x's. Always use parentheses. It'll help you protect the negative there. So the order of operation, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That gives you, do what's inside the parentheses, nothing, nothing to do, exponent. So I square it. What's -3 times -3? That's 9. And then I did the multiplication. 9 times 2 is 18. -3 times a -4 gives you a positive 12. Minus 2, that gives me my 28. Back to the order of operation. So parentheses, and there is no parentheses. Exponent, there isn't any. Multiplication, division. From left to right. So we go 3 divided by, or 3 times 8 is 24. Then divided by 2 gives you 12. Times 3 gives you 36. Add them together. So on the next one, I want to find the area. Well, the area of this little guy is a y squared, because that one's a y squared, they're the same size. If that length is y, this has to be a y, so it's y times 1, that guy's a y. Y, y. It says it's an x squared, and that one's an x squared. So then I just combine like terms. I have 2x squareds, 2y squareds, and 3y's. Perimeter is a little more difficult. I have to label the perimeter all the way out. If that's an x squared, that's an x, and that's an x, because x times x is x squared. So there's how I got all those x's. This is a y, and that's a y, because y times y is y squared. So there's y. And for this to be a y, that has to be 1 times y gives me y. So y minus an x, because I'm taking this part away. The whole thing's a y. Take that part away, and that's y take away x, or y minus x. Now I just combine like terms. My advice is to circle them or mark them somehow so you don't lose one. So the x's, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6's. Most people miss this one because they don't know how to find the area of a rectangle. That was a little disappointing. It's just base times height. I saw a lot of people adding them together. If your answers were within the hundreds, that's what you did. So the length is 5 longer. So that means I have to add 5. So I guessed 10. I added 5 and I got 15. Area is base times height. 10 times 15 is 150. Too small. I guess 13. 5 bigger is 18. Multiplied them together, and that was it. And I answered the question. Combine the like terms. Well, the like terms here are x squared, x squared, x squared. Combine all those together. 4 plus 3 is 7, minus 2 is 5. And then the x's. -3, -13, so that's -16. Plus 10 is -6. Now the ones without anything we call the constants, because they don't change. 3 and -18 gives you -15. Plus 8, -7. Most people got that one right. All this is breaking the problem into simpler problems and finding the area of each one. I drew a line here and here. This one is 10 by 16. That one's easy to find. It's labeled for you. And there it is. Base times height. This one, this length right here, it's told to me is 24. I don't know this one. I have to figure out. So, since the whole thing's 16, that's whole thing 16. This part is 8. So that must be 8 also. So that'd be 8 times 24. 8 times 24. It's right there. So, the whole thing from here to here is 40. So if you take away 10, and that gives you a 30, and you take away 24, that gives you a 6. So this length would be 6, and the height is still 8. So base times height divided by 2, since all triangles are half of a parallelogram. Add them together, and there you go.